I've recently been asked whether it's better to rig a freestyle line on high-tech webbing or on nylon. And obviously we're talking about freestyle lines with bungees. So if you take high-tech, this is more lightweight. So to do rolls, almighty flips and so on, it's nicer to roll around. On the other hand, if you use anything else than Y2K, it's going to be slippery if you use Dyneema, so you cannot use it in a single rep in a web lock. Y2K you can, so this is a big advantage of this webbing. And another advantage of high-tech webbing is it's not dependent on humidity. Like whether it's raining or not, it's just going to be exactly the same. You don't have to tension the webbing just because if it's wet. Whereas with nylon, you need to tension it once it gets wet. Disadvantage of high-tech webbing is that if you also have beginners going on the line, it's less nice to walk because like the edges will be sharper and it's also more expensive to buy. If you use Y2K webbing, this has a lifespan of 2 years, whereas the pink tube webbing, for example, only has a lifespan of 6 months if used in a permanent rig. Personally, I love to use high-tech webbing on distances above 60 meters, and I love to use nylon on distances less than 60 meters. One more thing to consider is the length of the bungees. If you use high-tech webbing, you're gonna need longer bungees, which, depending on the anchor point, might make it more difficult to mount the line, and therefore not just mounting, but also potential rescue action could be more difficult when you use longer bungees, whereas with the nylon line, the bungees will be shorter. So to sum it up, if you have like more beginner use freestyle lines, you clearly gonna be better off with nylon, and on pro use, you might totally consider going for high-tech webbings.